sometimes I just feel like cutting off all my hair and starting over again because, child, what is this? Hello, everybody. Hello, beautiful people. Kazwai. Today, I'm talking about my hair journey and where I want to go from here because I'm kind of in a crisis. And no, this is not an I hate my hair kind of video or my natural hair is so difficult because over here we love our hair, okay? I love my hair with all my heart, soul, spirit, with every fiber and every cell of my body. I love my hair. So the thing is, it's kind of been in a growth slump where, in fact, I might say it's getting shorter because this picture is from like 2 years ago at this point, and this is actually the longest that my hair has ever been. But here we are now, and there's literally been no progress. In fact, we've kind of gone back. And I actually know, what is causing this or what caused this. So I'm trying to take steps to rectify and get back to the path that had previously been on, the path where I was seeing productive hair growth. So essentially, I'm starting the series which is gonna be titled Journey to Waist Length because why not? Length is not everything. I repeat, length is not everything, and you should always focus on the health of your hair in order to see length. I'm saying this for anyone who might be like at the start of their natural hair journey or might be in it like me for a while now and just kind of now striving for length, you know. So I just want to preface by saying we get the length by looking after the health. If you click off this video, in fact, any YouTuber, any TikToker, any social media personality you follow who does natural hair, the core message of having long, beautiful hair is to make sure it is healthy. It is not the miracle oils, it is not the miracle, I don't know, but okay, they do contribute, but so yeah, kind of contradictory, but not really. But yeah, I am quite familiar with keeping my hair healthy. So in this series, I'm just gonna be doing exactly that, trying to get my hair to near perfect health in order to promote growth and length retention, so that one day I'm gonna wake up and I will have waist length hair. It might take me 2 years from now, it might take me 4 years from now, hell, it might even take me 10 years from now, but I don't care. I'm gonna go into this journey and I'm gonna work so that I get there. And when I do get there, I'm gonna cut it off. Like, to be honest, I was just thinking about this the other day. What am I even gonna do once I have waist length hair? Maybe I will enjoy styling it for a couple of time, for a couple of days, but I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna cut it off at some point. In fact, one of my bucket list points of things that I want to do from like 2026 and beyond, I want to like bleach my hair like super platinum blonde. I want to have natural 4C platinum hair, blonde. Like, the way I crush on the girlies who pull this look off. I want to be part of that gang. I want to be part of that clique. So don't be amazed if next year I pull out some bleach. I know this goes past my journey to waist length aim of keeping the hair healthy. But yeah, you can have healthy dyed / bleached hair too that grows long. There are girlies who are evidence of this. But dare I digress? I'm gonna do my very best to reach my goal because I know I'm capable of reaching it. And if I don't ever reach it, I'm gonna die. No. Just kidding. I'm gonna reach my goal. So talking about what damaged my hair, I was in my final year of university for the majority of this year, and that means I was, pretty busy, pretty occupied. I was also holding on to a job, so I was kind of like multitasking. And most of the time, I ended up having braids, knotless braids, and whatnot. I installed these myself, by the way, because I want to take care of my hairline as much as possible. And I don't like how other hairdressers comb my hair, because I almost never really comb my hair that much. So, because they have to get every single strand straight, and for me, that's just unnecessary pain. So, I learned how to braid my hair several years ago. So, I do my own hair. So, it wasn't hard for me to always have braids. So, it was fast, go work, go to class, not have to worry about what's going on with my hair. But, yeah, the thing is, when I first started noticing that my hair was growing well, I was always wearing my hair like with no extensions. I remember when I started uni, I don't have those pictures anymore. But even when I started uni, I didn't have braids. My first day of uni, I styled my own hair. I just had like an afro puff, I think at the back, with kind of like a middle part, something as simple as that. And during the first week, there was time I had an afro, like I was really, really like asserting my identity as a natural hair girly. And I was proud of myself, and I was proud of my hair. And I would always get these nice compliments about, how nice the hair looked, and it felt nice. So I kept it like that. I always styled my own hair nicely all throughout like university until my last year, where I had braids almost back to back to back to back. So I'm very confident that they played a significant role in derailing the health of my hair. And then we couple that with stress, because there was a point where I was severely heartbroken and a lot of things went wrong. During that time. I started developing acne, and maybe the acne was also kind of environmental, but you know what, at that time a lot of things went wrong at the same time. So sometimes I don't even know what exactly started the chain reaction of things. But I had terrible acne, and my hair always felt like dry and dead. And yeah, it had been. Stress really does a number on your hair. In case you didn't know, you might ignore it, but your body is gonna suffer. Yeah. So knowing all this, in order to rectify, I'm simply going back to my simpleness. The simpleness of my own hair, styling my own hair as it is. No extensions, nothing to weigh it down, just my hair. So I'm just gonna be keeping it really moisturized. I haven't really jotted down a routine, but I am gonna do that in my next video. Like the routine that I'm gonna be following to make sure I get the most out of my journey to waist length. So I'll just be putting together a hair growth like herbal spray, and in the spray I'm gonna put my favorite hair growth herbs. We've got fenugreek, we've got cloves, we've got hibiscus, and I might be forgetting something else, because I think I've forgotten. But and rice. I'm like, you know what, I did the rice water thing a while ago and it worked nicely. I'm gonna do that again. So I'm actually gonna do that, and I'm gonna be spraying this moisture, and I'm gonna be spraying this into my hair as often as I can throughout the week. My scalp and my hair, when I do spray in my scalp, I spray and massage and then into my hair, and then I tuck my ends away, because when I do this hairstyle, such as my mini twists, I did try mini braids, but I didn't look good with mini braids, and I eventually ended up removing them and replacing them with mini twists. But when I do have mini twists, they end up like brushing up against my shoulder, so I'm trying to prevent that, and I'm just putting my hair up and out of the way. It won't look as cute or as flattering as I would love it to be, but I know it's for the greater good, and I'm just going to be exploring different kinds of hairstyles that I can do that really support my journey to waist length. Hairstyles that are literally low manipulation, low tension, and if I do have to add extensions, it's gonna be like the most minimal of extensions, in the sense of like a ponytail or something like that, you know. But if you're into natural hair, please subscribe and follow me on this journey as we try to get the best out of our hair. I remember when I was in primary school, I would always pretend I have long hair, and this wasn't influenced by like the natural movement, no, because I didn't know there was such a thing, you know, but inspired by the children I saw in movies, the girls I saw in the movies with their hair, you know, the wind blowing on their hair and everything like that. And I promised myself I'm gonna have nice hair like that, you know. And even now that I'm grown up, I have not lost that dream of having nice long hair with the wind in my hair. Of course, it doesn't move the same way as it does or did for the girlies that inspired me, you know, the girls I wanted to become, but in my way, in my beautiful, beautiful black girl magic way. I love it when I can feel my hair, when I feel the wind in my hair. Trust me, I can feel it. But thank you so much for staying with me and having this little chat. I'm gonna be creating the playlist for Journey to Waist Length, where you'll be able to find any resource you might need on natural hair growth, and to follow me on this journey, you know, help me be accountable. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and like the video, and if you can, tap the notification button so that you are notified whenever I